big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Packers.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
He'll get it inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
His throw caught at about the 5. And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Jones will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On play action, Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Under pressure, they got him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
That's to a former Packer, Marquez Valdes-Scantling.
A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 23.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
These two teams all tied after one.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Rodgers going to throw.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
It got his man complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Packers have taken the lead.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
24 yards the gain there, another 1st down as well.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off offensive yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
And he'll get it inside the 35.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
The Chiefs at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And quite frankly, there wasn't a whole lot to draw on in the loss last week because they were dominating every phase of the game. You got to hope that they show a little more life in this one because they certainly didn't have it in their last outing.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. A gain of 22.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of heal.
He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 75 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's George Karlaftis who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one, ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 15. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Mahomes now on first down.
And that'll be caught by Tony. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They go play fake. Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, 43, 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Packers kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On play action, now Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Touchdown! Allen Lazard from 10 yards out. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do?
There he goes, left side. And he makes it all the way down to the 19.
75 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Chiefs get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Rodgers now on first down.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Packers on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
It got his man complete.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Rodgers again now.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me. And I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Now here's Mahomes. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. Butker's kick here is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
26.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And now off to the races down the right side.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw is Rodgers. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on the scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Rodgers to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Mahomes.
Flush to his right.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come from behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Packers, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year.